Oh.
Yeah, just drill into your bone.
La música de Harry
Backwards joints get rolled up. Learned that in Amsterdam. Learned as a young man. Get cash fast as you can, but don't blow it too fast. Always save some for the road. Make the smoke last.
It's 10:50 on my next surgery on Friday, so 2 days out from that. So this will just be my last session now. Yeah, a bit of rehab stuff as well. Final touches, and then yeah, we're getting the sauna, a bit of fun in there. But yeah, last little bit before my surgery now. So.
In this life I gotta get rich, I can't be broke. I was asking favours and everyone telling me no. Wait till the tables turn, we'll see who stays or goes. I don't wanna be outside, I need someone that can keep me home. Yo, I feel so close.
So how's the gym and sort of the rehab stuff going?
Yeah, it's going well. It was a slow start just because out of surgery straight away, like all you can really do is try and get your leg to straighten and bend. So that's that's tedious, but move on to some band work like soon enough, and after that get onto some like weighted leg extensions, hamstring curls, things like that. I mean, to be honest, it's just very, very basic, but all you can do is put yourself in the best position to come out of your ACL surgery like flying, so that's just what I've been trying to do. And then in terms of gym stuff, like I've only been able to really run uppers, so I've been running the cycle like 3 days, chest and tri, back, thigh, and then shoulders. But it's been different. It's been nice because usually in season and like when I'm in the midst of training, it's a lot of plyometrics, robustness, and then a lot of legs mainly. So it's been very different, but like good to get a good block in of body stuff, and it's important to see the silver lining on stuff and just see like opportunities to do other things. So I'm trying to improve in areas that I wouldn't usually be able to improve in when I'm injured. So yeah. One here, and that one. So that's 3 for my first surgery. So that was keyhole, and then next surgery I'll have one like all the way down here, maybe a couple more as well. But yeah, big one down the front, so I'll look like R9. But yeah, quite interesting. Can you tell from that?
Yeah.
I lost a lot of muscle in my left leg. I think last time we checked it was like 30%, so I mean it could be worse to be honest, but yeah, I mean you can kind of tell like that, and then if I start to kind of like actually like use the muscles, you can just see like the size and the definition has gone a lot. Yeah, and then if I do the same other side, you just see it, and like even just like this is obviously the same weight each side, and it's so much harder with my left leg. It's just so much weaker.
I love it though. I love it though. You know.
Yeah, so for lunch just got a bit of steak, sweet potato and a bit of feta. In general at the moment, just trying to focus on getting 3 solid meals in. So breakfast I'd always just have yogurt, granola, blueberries and honey. Lunch and dinner always changes. All I really try and do is focus on like prioritising protein. Well, that's it really. And then in terms of supplements, just kind of running like a vitamin D, a multivitamin, and turmeric, which I don't know if it does anything, but and then yeah, just creatine and protein as well. That's pretty standard. In terms of all my nutrition, that's been it really. It's pretty difficult, like first coming out of surgery, to try and stick to a somewhat diet, just because your mind's all over the place a bit and you just kind of want to eat whatever. But more recently, definitely been locking in with that, which has definitely made such a difference.
What's your favourite protein powder?
What my favourite protein powder? Well, at the moment I'm using this Healthspan one, which is like isolate, which is orange and mango. It's It's alright.
For the people.
Well, can't be giving away free sponsorship.
Big sponsors.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. All like your normal informed sport and everything, so perfect. I use the same creatine from these guys as well. And actually supplements, so.
Get yourself a sponsorship.
Well, I went for a pre-op, like, just chat with your nurse or whatever, you got to go, a few tests and things like that. And she gives me this like body wash in a bag, says you got to use it 4 days before your surgery. I get home, I open it, and this is what it looks like. That should not go anywhere near your body.
Vanderpoel. He's the coolest guy in the peloton by far.
Right, Cole and I, we're going to a cafe now to work on some stuff we're doing together. So yeah, I guess to be honest, the rest of the day now that gym's done is yeah, the rest of the day will be pretty chilled. A lot of work, but yeah, got a lot of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to get on with. So head to the cafe for a bit, come back, get some dinner, and just carry on working here. But that'll be the rest of the day really.
Yeah, I'm out here on the road. You can hear it in the voice. Still get this shit off though. Look.
So in terms of what actually happened with my injury, playing for GB under 21s in a practice match, I was running at full speed, my leg went out in front of me and just caved in. Straight away I knew it was bad, heard it pop, and it hurt a lot. But I got in for an MRI pretty much straight away, and then a couple of days later got a phone call from my team doctor, which I need to read off here because there's so much, but essentially she told me that the MRI had shown a complete ACL tear, fracture to my femur and tibia, 2 bucket handle tears of my lateral meniscus, medial meniscus tear, grade 1 sprain to my MCL, a grade 2 sprain to my posterior lateral capsule, and a partial tear to one of my hamstring tendons. So I managed to do a proper job of it. So yeah, within the week I was in surgery to get my meniscus repaired, because that's seen as something that needs to get done straight away, otherwise you can end up with some bad long-term damage. So I got that done. They stitched it back, they folded it back over, stitched it back down, and yeah, we're about 8 weeks on now from that. And I've got my ACL surgery on Friday, so 2 days from now. It's been a bit of a weird 2 months because I've not been able to do much, and it's all just been about preparing for this surgery. But at the end of the day, there's just not that much you can do. I could have had both surgeries at the same time, but you get a better result if you separate them out.
You remind me of a sunny day. You remind me of a sunny day. You remind me of a sunny day. You remind me of a sunny day.
So we're doing keyhole surgery. Yeah. So we've done through keyhole. We'll take the graft, which will be the patella tendon grafts. So it'll be a cut down the front of your knee here. Take a little bit of piece of the bone, the big strip of your tendon, and a bit of bone from the bottom here. And we'll then reroute that through into your knee as your new ACL. And it's fixed with a screw at the top and a screw at the bottom. Yeah. And then we'll also then do a little, what if you just turn these sideways, they'll cut on the outside here. We've got a lateral tenodesis, we'll take a little strip of one of your tendons, and we'll fix that on the outside. And that gives you almost like a second ACL to really control that rotation. And that combination of patella tendon and lateral tenodesis, for the people that do pro sports, probably has the lowest risk rupture rate in my hands.
Okay. Why did you take the bone as well?
So the bone is, if you can take just soft tissue grafts. That graft probably has the longest history, and particularly in football and pro sports and pivoting sports, it's probably one of the best grafts to use. The bone is one of the only tissues in your body that heals with bone. So you put bone next to bone, it will heal the bone. So it allows the bone bits will heal into the tunnels really quickly, and the graft will then be attached to that bone plug. So it allows a speedier healing, and probably some of the best outcomes in kind of pivoting sports. So there's kind of stages of your rehabilitation. So the first stage, the first few weeks, is about getting the pain under control, getting the swelling down, regaining extension, and then generally getting the flexion going as well. So the first is done in stages. Once you've ticked all those boxes, Then you can go to stage 2, we'll do some gentle strength and conditioning work. When you pass stage 2, then you go to stage 3. The whole of the stages takes about kind of 6 months, and then we can start some sport-specific rehab for you, with a view to returning to sports if you've passed all the parameters at about 9 months after surgery. It's quite a long haul, but it should leave you with a very stable knee, a reliable knee that you can then get back playing in full.
Alright, it is the day before my surgery. It's just gone 11 o'clock now, so I'll head into bed soon, but today's been very relaxed. Saw the surgeon in the morning for like a final consultation where he just pretty much went through exactly what the surgery will look like tomorrow, which I did already kind of know, but it's useful to hear again. And then other than that, it's been very relaxed, very chilled. I've tried to just get as much downtime as possible just to make sure that my body is fully recovered and I'm ready to go for tomorrow. And then in terms of what tomorrow actually looks like, got to be there at the hospital for 7 a.m. So fairly early start, but yeah, there'll be a fair bit of waiting around if it's the same as last time, seeing various different nurses and things like that. And then, yeah, ideally nothing goes wrong and we get out in the same day.
What's that? Quite an interesting test, mate. They're really well.
Equipment, the routine, see if he doesn't want to go into a test match for 8 years, first time in 8 years with a new bat.
It is 3 weeks now since surgery. Everything went really well. My surgeon was really happy with the outcome and the day was really smooth. I got there about 7, like I said, and then I went down at about 12:40, 4 or 5 hour surgery, and then left about 8:30, so everything went well. The 2 or 3 days after that were tough. I mean, it was so painful, way worse than the meniscus surgery I had 10 weeks ago now. Way worse than that, but ever since the last 2-3 weeks, it's been getting better day by day, and I've been able to do way more each day. Whether that's just walking around or getting back into the gym, which has really helped. I had around 30 odd staples taken out of me the other day, so as how my scars are looking. This one's got a bit of a way to go, but yeah, I mean, definitely I think my knee modelling career is probably over after this one. And then in terms of rehab, I've spent a lot of time on the Compex, which is just this machine here, which is a little computer attached to some pads, and it sends these electronic impulses into your leg, which contracts them for you. I've also been able to do some very basic rehab stuff, just again get my quad contracting, but it's been very limited. And then I spent a lot of time with the Game Ready, which is just an ice and compression machine, which helps with the recovery process. Mentally, this has been the toughest 2 or 3 weeks out of the whole process. I mean, it really has brought me back to square one, which has been the hardest part about it. It's made that 8 to 10 weeks between this surgery and the last one feel a little bit like a waste of time. Not that it was, but it has made it feel like that, because it's really brought me back down to where I was at after that surgery. So yeah, it's been difficult, I have to say, but it's getting better day by day, and just have to stay positive with it all. But yeah, I mean, I really hope this video has been useful to anyone that's either kind of going through this injury, interested in it, or is just interested in kind of balancing lifestyles.